After serving as head of the Government Efficiency Department for 4 months, Musk ultimately decided to leave the Trump administration. Before leaving the White House, he left Trump with a piece of advice about China. So, why did Musk choose to exit the White House inner circle? And what statements did he make regarding relations with China?
Hello, Quan. Welcome to Express.
On May 28 local time, the head of the U.S. Government Efficiency Department, Musk, announced on social media that he would soon be stepping down. Musk said that his term as a special government employee was coming to an end, and he was grateful to Trump for giving him the opportunity to help reduce government wasteful spending. As a businessman, Musk initially entered politics with the intention of benefiting his own companies as well as the U.S. market. However, just over 4 months later, this business tycoon, once jokingly called the shadow president, voluntarily distanced himself from the White House inner circle. This seems to show that Musk's efforts over these 100+ days not only failed to achieve the expected results, but also led to him drifting further apart from Trump. According to insiders, what dissatisfied Musk the most was that his leading government efficiency department became Washington's scapegoat. Musk said that structural changes in Washington made it very difficult for government departments to carry out their work smoothly, and also caused outsiders to blame many unrelated issues on the reforms of the government efficiency department, which greatly damaged its reputation. The interests of his own brands. Reports indicate that in recent months, multiple incidents across the U.S. have involved the deliberate vandalism, smashing, and burning of Tesla cars. The company's stock has also been heavily sold off, with the share price dropping over 15 percentage points. In addition to tangible financial losses, another reason prompting Musk to distance himself from politics is that his reform plans have been besieged by various forces, making success impossible from the start. Analysts have pointed out that in the U.S., besides opposition from the Democratic Party and centrist forces, there are also Republican politicians dissatisfied with Musk's position above other White House officials. Moreover, those who once strongly supported Musk in implementing spending. For example, Trump, who once used him as a fiscal hatchet man, is now also putting up obstacles for the Department of Government Efficiency. One large-scale tax and spending bill supported by Musk could increase the federal deficit by $3.8 trillion before 2034. However, Musk has now expressed disappointment with this grand tax reform bill, saying it undermines the achievements of the Department of Government Efficiency and further increases the federal government's debt burden. Trump, however, didn't take Musk's advice to heart. He stated that the U.S. cannot cut spending, arguing that it's necessary to ensure the bill gets enough support in the Senate. Musk probably anticipated that he and Trump would gradually drift apart, since he no longer plans to invest in politics and is instead preparing to fully return to business operations. Still, before leaving the White House, Musk gave Trump some advice on China. In a recent interview, Musk said that China's strength is extraordinary, and most people don't realize it. He also stated that China's power generation capacity far surpasses that of the United States. Its reserves are also quite astonishing in scale. This gives China vast room for development in fields like artificial intelligence, electric vehicles, and biotechnology, and gives China more confidence in its technological competition with the United States. Although Musk firmly believes that the U.S. still has an edge in breakthrough innovation, it's clear to any observer that for a long time, America's suppression and sanctions against China's high-tech industries have not achieved the expected results. On the contrary, they have pushed China onto a path of independent research and development. This has made China's technological strength even more formidable. Some analysts believe that Musk's warning is also meant to urge the Trump administration to recognize the reality and stop launching tariff and technology wars against China. If the U.S. continues its previous strategy of suppressing China, it will only force American companies to withdraw from the Chinese market, rather than hindering China's development. Therefore, considering both corporate and national interests, Musk is more inclined to cooperate with the Chinese market, instead of taking confrontation to the